Yeah, all of Zach Bagans stuff. Well, it's spooky season again, so everything's on Disney or Discovery Plus for Zach Bagans.
There's so many scary movies. I don't know where to start.
The only one I really watch.
Pick a genre. And you stay with that monster, ghost, or
Slasher.
monster, paranormal, slasher.
Zombies. Well, Dawn of the Dead is my the remake of Dawn of the Dead is my have to watch every year.
I did watch the Evil Dead last week.
The remake, the latest one.
And I'm going to complain about no one what a damn Halloween movie is because they're young, these stupid millennials.
I know what a Halloween movie is. It's a movie based in Halloween, like Die Hard's the best Christmas movie.
No, I was wearing my Halloween T-shirt the other day, and it's got the knife, and it says "The night he came home." It's the movie poster, and the girl Aldi, the checkout girl's like, "Is that a movie?" Like, yeah.
Hi, Tim.
It's Halloween. It looks
Bye,
scary.
Tim.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You never heard of Halloween before? Who hasn't heard of
Halloween?
Tim.
Did you hit your mute button?
No, when I plugged my headset in, I think it kicked me.
Okay.
I mean, I can't say I know what Halloween is, but I can't say I've watched them all or watched all like.
You have to watch the first one.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
I know the gist of it. I don't think I need to watch.
Did not know that Halloween's a movie? How do you not know Halloween's a movie?
Hold on. What did I just walk into?
So I went to the grocery store the other day, and I had on a Halloween T-shirt, like from the movie Halloween,
Michael Myers.
And it was the movie poster on my T-shirt, basically. And the checkout girl's like, "Is that a movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Halloween. It looks scary." And I was thinking to myself, "Are you that stupid? You didn't know Halloween was a movie?" But I guess she was. So I'm a little perturbed that this young generation hasn't been introduced to Michael Myers.
We have been with the latest movie that was amazing, and they're making a new one this year.
No, it's out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I need to go see it.
Yeah, you do need to go see it.
Just like I need to go see Venom.
Well, that's your own fault.
Speaking of Venom, you two, Mikey and Chris.
Are we on? You can't. You got to introduce us.
Oh yeah, we are on. 2 minutes in.
You can't. You got to go. Welcome to. You can't just.
Welcome. Welcome.
The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. No.
Welcome to another episode of Hooters Podcast with Mikey, Tim, and 2 Chris's. There we go. Go. Venom.
We went to see Venom. Me and Mikey did because it was podcast important.
Hey, I watched other stuff.
Anyway.
I expected a
Where'd
joke
you get your
right there.
milkshake from?
What?
Where'd you get your milkshake from?
Cone Palace.
Oh, okay.
You know it's so much faster to walk in and get it than it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Go through the drive-thru.
Speaking of, I went by Popeyes. They're open.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Did you see the line? The line was still, yeah.
Yeah, I drove by there. I had to drop off at McAllister's and at Chili's. Oh my God, the line. It was like 11, not even 11 o'clock, and the line was around the
I'm sure there was a line there the whole day.
I don't need
There
chicken
was.
that day.
Oh, sure.
I'll go to Kroger's and bite out the deli if I want fried chicken that bad.
I got home at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock last night. I got home kind of late last night. There was people in line at Popeyes last night.
And they weren't open yesterday, were they?
They weren't open.
The day was
10 o'clock this morning.
and they were waiting in line. Why?
For chicken.
Oh.
It's fried chicken, and then it ain't gonna be good because fried chicken don't get good till you gotta season up the fryer. The fryer's gotta get seasoned.
It's got to have a couple weeks of
it's got
grease in
grease
it.
going through it.
That's nuts. Oh man.
I'm all for like midnight releases, going to like movies or video game midnight releases. I could care less about going to midnight release for a new restaurant.
If they opened at midnight, that would have been kind of cool though.
I mean, you're not wrong. It would have been cool for a midnight release for chicken. I might have went then.
There might have been less people. Just a crazy would have been out.
Like us?
Yeah.
Someone was like, they gotta have a new like a designated like lane out on Markland. For just
they
for
put
them.
it in the worst spot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but at least they're bringing everybody in from the backside.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I mean, you got people coming in from Markland and people coming on from the
that
mall
intersection's
area.
bad anyway.
Yeah.
And then you add freaking new restaurants.
Especially during the holidays.
What genius did that?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
personally think it's not that bad to get to.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like the busiest place in town.
It is because you got some jackwagon that won't go out to the next side street and tries to take a left on a busy street because they're stupid.
I always go to 17th Street and take one of the back ways.
I never use any of those. I'll go out to the light, or I never try and get out of the mall exit, or
Go out back behind.
I'll go up the back way and then go down Cooper and catch the
yeah.
light.
You go down. Yeah, you go down Plate, and then
You go down Plate and catch the light too.
yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid people.
Yeah. Okay. Venom.
So we went to see Venom the other night. We had a nice group of us.
Yeah.
Even a group of people you.
Even a couple more group of people.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. I forgot about those.
but it's very good. I think it's better than the first. I liked it better than I did the first one.
I like the first one better.
This had more of a fight with.
Oh yeah, this
I
one
mean,
the fight scenes were definitely a lot
with
better.
Carnage. And I like the way I was like, how does he?
I don't know. It's a toss up.
How does he become Carnage? And then they explain how
Yeah.
he becomes Carnage.
Spoil it, I don't care.
No. They said, oh, he's a red. Like I think it had in the trailers where Venom was like, oh, it's a red one. We're gonna die.
Right.
And he
Yeah.
hides.
Carnage is
But they
definitely
never.
more powerful.
But they
than-
never said they never explained what a red one was.
No, we still don't know what a red one is, unless it's just the evil inside the person that
'Cause
causes the red.
Because I mean, Venom does end up eating it, I guess, and it becomes part of him again.
But is it the evil that is what makes him red? I'm guessing because of the individual that turns into Carnage. This is a serial killer. I mean,
Yeah.
so because he gets what he gets,
But they
that-
still weren't. They still weren't symbiotic though.
no.
So that's that.
they weren't.
Yeah, but that wouldn't make sense.
So maybe it's because they weren't symbiotic, is why he was Carnage and
No, because I mean, Venom was he attached himself to all kinds of different people before
and he was eating people's
he got
faces.
Eddie Brock, when they were symbiotic.
Right, that's true.
So he wasn't
mean,
red. I don't know.
If we go off the comic books, Venom and Eddie Brock, they work together, but Carnage, and I forget the guy's name that Carnage goes with, they love each other. So, Venom envelops himself around Eddie Brock. Carnage becomes that guy.
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that? Okay.
No.
Not like the
No,
comic
because
book.
they kind of disagreed on a lot of stuff. I guess Carnage and who was
Yes, they did. That's how.
towards the end.
demise,
Carnage was like, I'm gonna
But the
do
comedy
whatever.
relief between Venom and Eddie Brock, I mean, it's funny. It really is, because he's trying to get him to not eat people's faces, and it's wacky hijinks ensue. So it is funny.
What was the name of the chickens? I liked it.
Was it Romeo and was it
No.
Don Quixote,
No,
or was it
I
the
don't
Don
think so.
Quixote statue?
I don't know. I think their one was named Irene or something.
Was what?
Irene, was it?
Was it Irene? I don't remember.
think
It's
one
funny
was
though.
Irene.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Go see it. It's not super bloody, violent.
It's quick. It gets to the point.
It gets to the point. That was the beauty of it. It was an hour and 37 minutes.
Yeah.
They didn't. I just feel like in a lot of those superhero movies that they add extra crap to make the movie longer. That's not necessary.
It definitely could have, and it would have. I think it would have been better, but
Yeah, but then you run into,
wasn't,
like,
it wasn't absolutely necessary.
like The Dark Knight Rises. What was that? 2.5 hours. They probably could have cut 45 minutes out of that movie, and you wouldn't have missed a thing. And I think that's why I like movies like this. It's a fast-paced movie.
Like the Deadpool movies. The Deadpool movies aren't that long, and it's just quick and to the point.
And that's the way they should be. I think that's the way they should be. I don't think you have to make this epic 2.5, 3 hour movie to get your point
4
across.
hours. Like,
Yeah, but that was badass though.
that was a badass 4 hour movie.
But you know what? The 4 hour helped explain more
Yeah.
than what the regular cut did. So
I watched
that's
it.
what made it better.
I watched it like it was a mini series. You know, I watched.
I had to watch 2 hours of it, because I fell asleep and I had to watch the other 2 hours.
Okay, Boomer. Did they connect it to the MCU at all in any way?
Yes.
The end credit.
In the end credit. We're not going to spoil the end credit scene
Yeah.
at all.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Yes, they do connect it. And
Yeah.
It's got me pumped up.
It's got my mouth was ajar, and I was in my head as soon as I saw it. I'm like, okay, this is what happened. This is what happened. I was trying to like okay, this is gonna happen. And it's like this is why it happened. Like I was just trying to make up all kinds of like I guess I was trying to predict everything right there at the start, right there at the end of that end credit scene.
It's a great end credit scene, yeah, and it does tie it in with the rest of the MCU. So we'll have to see where it goes.
All right,
and we might find out on the next movie,
on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. All right, so next, who shared this list? Was it Tim?
Yeah, Tim shared it.
I shared a list.
Yeah, space.com. The Star Wars list.
Your Star Wars list.
Oh, yes, I did.
The ranking.
The ranking is from space.com.
It was at 6:10 in the morning, so understandable that I forgot I said it. I put it in there just so like you guys would see it, because I knew I would forget to send it again.
Well, no, it's because they got... So they did the top 12. They included Clone Wars in this.
The show?
Yes, they've got it at number 9.
Do they include like all the shows or just... I haven't looked at it, unfortunately. No. I kind of forgot about it.
Okay, so this is what they did. They've got 12 things listed. They included the Clone Wars and Star Wars movies, right?
I already hate this list.
Okay, well, so number 12, which was the last one. I don't agree with it totally, but they've got episode 2 as the worst one, and then they've got episode 1 as the next to worst one. I think you need to switch those around, because I think 1 is the absolute worst one ever.
Okay, I can see where they're coming from, because honestly 2 was a lot slower.
But it set up a lot of stuff.
I mean, so did 1.
Yeah, but I just felt it was more important than that stupid-ass cartoon rabbit bumbling about and accidentally stopping the war and killing everybody.
I think Revenge of the Sith should be a little higher.
Oh, I agree too. They've got it at number 10.
Yeah, that's dumb.
And then they've got
arguably one of the most.
I can concede and say that the first 3 movies aren't that good, but the third movie is definitely the best of the 3 movies.
Well, I'll go further.
Deserves to be higher than 10.
And then they've got Solo ahead of that, and Solo is I would go episode 1, episode 2, Solo.
Yeah. Well, okay, so the Clone Wars cartoon. That's actually the movie for the cartoon that started the cartoon.
Okay.
That movie was actually I agree with it at number 9. It wasn't that good.
Then they've got episode 9, which is The Rise of Skywalker. I could see that.
It's still too.
But that's high. That's too high, because then they've got 8.
They got 6 as Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. That's not. That should be down further on the list.
That should be with 1 and 2.
That should be 9. That should be 9. So it should be. I think it should be 1, 2, Solo.
Force or Last Jedi.
Then Last Jedi. Yes,
I have 2 higher on my list. We've gone over our list before. I don't remember what episode it was, but we've done a list of Star Wars movies before, and I think 2 is better just because of the second half. But that's just me.
I think that episode was pre-divorce, but that's just me.
But they got Force Awakens at 5. I would put Force Awakens ahead of Return of the Jedi, though.
Really?
Yes, I do, because the Ewoks are stupid.
And Harrison Ford phoned in his performance.
It's just not a good movie. I mean,
Rogue One.
Rogue One is at the top. I've got the top
3. I would say that's my top 3. It would be Rogue One, Star Wars, and then Empire.
You know me, I'd have Episode 3 in the top 3, but that's coming from a younger generation.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. I could see the best one.
Yeah, Tim, was that pre-divorce or post-divorce?
I think it was pre-divorce. Honestly, I mean, you guys could have had both. So
true.
More than one.
I don't remember doing it with this group, but it doesn't mean we didn't do it, or we did do it. You know.
Oh, were we listing them, or did we just argue what was the best one?
I think we might have just argued what was the best one, but I don't know if we actually made our lists or not.
Yeah, I don't know if we made the list either. That
could be a future episode, though.
Empire is great because, we've all seen the thing where he says, Obi-Wan has taught you well, and you didn't know, and that's what makes 3 that much better, because
He had the high ground.
He had the high ground, and that's why he says Obi-Wan taught you well. And then that's where he gets that from, you know? And that's where that tied in perfect. And that's why I think 3 has to be higher on that list than where it's at.
Another thing, just like this, Obi-Wan taught you well with the high ground. You know in episode 3 when Anakin says to General Grievous, I thought you'd be taller, or something like that?
Yeah.
The entire Clone Wars series, Anakin, the main protagonist, and the main antagonist of General Grievous never met because of that one line.
Now, I did see something on TikTok yesterday, speaking of it, they were talking about when every time that Luke Skywalker tells R2-D2 to stay with the ship, he never does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in episode 3, Anakin tells R2 to stay with the ship, and he does, and Anakin never comes back.
Yeah.
So that's the theory of why he always goes somewhere with Luke Skywalker. He never listens to him because he wants to make sure he comes back.
Well, we all know R2 is the ultimate ride or die.
He is. But I can agree with this list to a point, but it seems like they've got prequels, then Clone Wars Solo, then the sequels to the original 3, and then the original 3. And
who's the author?
You can't do that. You've got to intermingle these. You really do. Because Jedi is not as good as I could put Episode 3 and Force Awakens ahead of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And the next generation tops the whole list.
Oh my God! No. Jeez. Now you know why I talk shit about your Cowboys all the time, because you just don't think logically.
How about that Cowboys game though? I know it was against the Eagles. So
I don't think I really.
I will say this about your Cowboys.
Decimated them.
I'm actually rooting for the Cowboys this year because my buddy who passed away was a big Cowboys fan. And
all right, I'll take it.
So you've basically replaced him because I know I talk shit with. So
good. No, now I know I can talk shit even more.
Now you know why I abuse you so much, because I don't have anybody else to abuse that's a Cowboys fan.
What were you gonna say, Mikey?
So
I didn't watch much of the Cowboys game. I guess it wasn't really on. I maybe saw highlights, but
yeah, we didn't watch it. We didn't care.
What time did this game start?
It started, which one? The one now?
Yeah.
It started like because they had lightning.
Oh, I'm like, it's 1 minute in?
Yeah, because they play in a dome and they had a lightning delay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Gruden they had Gruden on camera talking to the official, looking up like, aren't we playing in a dome?
Like,
this is an important game for the Raiders because if they win, they'll be in sole possession of the lead of the West, and they'll be one of only 2 teams undefeated along with Arizona.
Arizona's been a surprise this year, to me at least.
Man, that Kyler Murray.
yeah.
God, that guy's awesome. I can get behind somebody like that.
I kind of want to go back briefly to the Star Wars thing. I was thinking,
Yes.
what makes the particular Star Wars movies that you like at the top? What makes them better than the other ones? I know you kind of briefly went.
Jar Jar Binks is the greatest character.
Yeah.
So why do I have that?
Yeah, you kind of briefly said it. Like, I guess the story, maybe the story and the characters, the way they acted, and maybe
Yeah,
the
I mean,
fight,
episode 2, I mean, and they explain it in Clerks, it's a downer because the Empire kicks their ass.
Yeah.
I mean, they really do. They have nowhere to go. They destroy Hoth. Luke gets his hand cut off. He finds out his dad is the -- bad guy. I mean,
Yeah.
and the thing is, nobody saw it coming. Nobody.
Episode 2.
Nobody saw Luke's. Nobody saw Darth Vader being Luke Skywalker's father. Well, I mean,
Except, what was the movie where they're like, well, Vader is basically German for father?
yeah, but that's oh, that was in Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's 1980. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have anything like that. But I don't know. Empire was just that. It's the best sequel. I mean, some say The Godfather 2 is the best sequel. But as far as, I don't know, it just resonated differently. Star Wars sits up so high because it set the bar for space movies. It regenerated science fiction. because everything was dead at that point. Star Trek was dead.
Continue.
Star Trek, there would be no Star Trek movies without Star Wars being made. I really believe that because because not only did you have Star Wars came out, then you had Buck Rogers in the 25th Century was a movie, then became a TV series. You had Battlestar Galactica.
When did the original series come
You had
out?
V come out. I mean, you had all this science fiction stuff, so it just rejuvenated. And Star Wars: The Motion Picture came out in '79, which was 2 years after Star Wars. So, yeah, you can say that Star Wars rejuvenated the whole sci-fi genre, basically.
Star Trek was basically
The
dead.
movie was before the original movie was before the show.
No, the TV show ended in '67 or '68.
Yeah.
And
The TV show survived because of reruns.
It survived because of reruns, and they did the cartoon briefly that they voiced. But
Yeah.
those were just animated versions of the TV series. But I put Rogue One up there with. I mean, the episode 4 and 5 obviously are the two best, I think. Then Rogue One because it explains. I mean, everybody said it. What kind of jackwagon makes a Death Star and it's easy to blow up? Well, now we know.
Oh,
Did it on purpose.
yeah.
So, and the way they tied in
Virtually-
the end, you know, with
virtually
Vader, with
indestructible.
them.
What do you mean virtually? Well, there's this hole. It's about a meter wide, but there's no way you could shoot a laser into it.
what they thought.
Couldn't we board it up or something?
Right.
That would destroy its resale value. What do you?
But it is funny though because the list does talk about, especially with the prequels, how over CGI'd they are, and I have complained about that from day one.
Well, that's what Force Awakens was
I
so good
actually
with.
always wonder.
They had a
if
good
that
mixture.
Family Guy
Because they had a good
special-
mixture. Because none of like the clones in Episode 2, none of those were real.
Yeah, there's no original clone armor.
No, none. It was all CGI in the first three, and it was just that pissed me off. I'm like, you can't even make a real stormtrooper for God's sake. I mean, give me a break. And that's what makes. That's why I think
Put a
Force
guy in a
Awakens
suit,
is so
really?
high on my list, was because it was that throwback to you actually had real people as stormtroopers, including James Bond.
What were you saying, Tim?
Something about
I was
Family
saying,
Guy.
I always wonder if in the Family Guy, like Star Wars, like movies specials, if they use footage from the movie, because a couple of times, like when they show the Death Star blow up in whatever Family Guy episode it is, whatever special it is, it really looks like it could be straight from the movie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I always, it's hard to tell if it's like cartoon, like if it's Family Guy cartoon or if it's like from, they just grabbed like remastered the movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen it
I mean-
in a while. I can't tell.
But that's the deal. And then, even South Park made an issue. Like I said, I was watching the South Park episode where they got mad and they started that club so they could stop directors from redoing movies.
It was it Free Hat, right?
It was Free Hat, yeah.
Free Hat.
Free Hat, the child killer.
Hat should not be in prison.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What? Because they were going to give away free hats.
Those babies were attacking him. What?
No, the best part is like, that's like redoing Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's a great idea. We'll redo Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they put Ewoks at the beginning of the movie following Indiana Jones through that cave. And they tie up the boys to make them watch it. And they're like, don't look at it, don't look at it. And everybody's face, it melts and their heads explode. Oh, man.
We caught Steven Spielberg. and a tied up stormtrooper.
So I agree with the list that 1 and 2 should be Empire Strikes Back, and then A New Hope. Just be Star Wars.
So I sent you guys a thing. Was it Sunday or Saturday?
Yeah.
So it was of the Disney Renaissance movies, which are Little Mermaid, Rescuers Down Under, which I'd never heard
How
of.
is that even a
I've
premise?
heard of it, but I've
Beauty,
never watched it.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Dumb.
Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan.
Just murder the French language while you're at
Yeah, I will. They
Ocean.
surrendered.
You know what? I'm gonna throw in a movie during the Renaissance area that wasn't Disney that was really good, and that's All Dogs Go to Heaven. So.
For this
keep 2, the rest get deleted.
Yes, keep 2 of that list and the rest get deleted. I'm going to go with Aladdin and Lion King because they were my childhood.
Those, I mean, I could pretty much lose everything, all the, first 6. Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan, and Tarzan are a pretty hard choice.
Yeah, God, Tarzan. What a piece of
Tarzan was
Phil
excellent.
Collins music.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right, Phil Collins. That's the reason. Just think about it.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
That stupid ass song beat out Blame Canada from the South Park movie. Can you believe that?
Sing in this chat.
That's the biggest load of shit. That Blame Canada song was so much better than that. Whatever, You're in My Heart crap that Phil Collins.
Oh, he did a line of coke.
In my heart.
Oh, jeez. Blame Canada! And then you have Robin Williams sing it at the Oscars, which just
canceled.
takes the cake.
Blame Canada.
I don't know. I
Blame
guess I would have to pick
Canada.
Lion King and Aladdin.
Did you hear my
I
list?
do
My-
love Mulan.
I said eliminate them all, and I'm taking Robin Hood.
But it's not a
There we
Disney
go.
Renaissance movie.
I don't care. It's still the best Disney cartoon out there.
Robin Hood with what? The little fox dude?
Yes! With Alan Adale.
Can we kick him from the party? Are you guys together? Can you
Unfortunately,
throw him
he's
out of the
sitting
house?
next to me.
Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest.
I sent a picture, a map of the Snapchat map to Chris, and I was like, "You just tell me where this guy lives. I'm gonna take him out."
Ooda lolly.
You can cuss, Tim. We don't care.
I didn't want to say mother effer. I didn't know how.
Fuck.
I didn't. All right, this motherfucker. I try to be nice.
He does try.
Pull the worst out of me.
You know,
That's my job.
just think this is an Xbox Live. No, don't think that.
Yeah, right.
We would already be deleted with,
You get locked out so fast.
But Mikey, what would be your 2?
I chose Hunchback. I'd keep Hunchback and Hercules.
Solid. I think
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I like Hunchback because I
mean,
love
I like it too,
I-
but no
no.
more than Lion King or Aladdin.
Look, I get it.
What's wrong
Yes,
with you?
I get it. Yeah, it's Lion King is definitely like the
I would-
popular movie, but it's I wanted to go with
Is there
something
even
that's
music in Hunchback of Notre Dame?
hell
Yeah.
yeah. It's got one of the. I think it's one of the best top 3.
Did that hurt?
Yeah. top 3 musics. Top 3.
I can't.
So
I have
you're
no
gonna
faith
base
in
your movie off of the
anymore.
music?
That's basically what they are.
I like
Yeah.
Aladdin. I would pick Aladdin. as my
And
favorite.
I think Hunchback's a little bit more darker than any of the other ones.
Scar
Is
literally.
that Esmeralda?
Like,
Esmeralda?
yeah.
I always called her Gismeralda. 'Cause she was
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know it.
wow.
But I would probably, if I had to
It's
pick.
Demi Moore, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
oh,
who.
dude,
Yeah.
Oval Fry. Oh, yeah. I got
I can mess with Hercules. Zero to Hero. Just
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
That's-
in. I'm in.
You're taking it for Hercules? Is that what you said?
Yeah, but I don't know about Hunchback. I don't know.
I would do
Well,
Lion King.
Lion
and
King and
Aladdin.
Aladdin were just my childhood, and even the Aladdin live action is great. It is slept on,
As much
unfortunately.
as I love
I heard
Will
that
Smith,
sucked.
It
Live
was,
action Aladdin?
it's really good. I like it.
Yeah,
Bro?
I like the live action Aladdin.
It's better
I
than
haven't
what people
seen
say it is. It's on Disney Plus. Watch it. It's good.
Sure, just add it to the list of shit I can't watch because all the sports that are on.
Screw the sports.
Oh.
I'm gonna go in there and delete the Raiders game. He's
There
like
will be
halfway in the
there
other
will be
room.
a girl fight if you have if you.
He's halfway in the other room watching the Raiders game right now.
There's. I forget what movie it was.
But the Hunchback was definitely in the friend zone the whole movie.
Yeah, he got friend zoned.
Did he really?
And
Yeah.
in the second movie, because yeah.
My favorite Hunchback movie is Walk Like a Man. You guys should see it.
I've never seen it.
So basically, there's this guy that lives in this bell tower out at this college, and he's got a humpback. And they finally find him, and he gets to name himself. So his name it's from the early 90s. It's called Walk Like a Man. And they have to teach him, about how to act, act proper and stuff. And his name is Bob Maluga Luga 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 Luga. That's the name he chose for himself. And it is a great movie. So Google it, find it, Walk
Howie
Like a
Mandel?
Man. Huh?
Howie Mandel.
Walk Like a Man?
Yeah.
That ain't Howie Mandel.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
not Bob Maluga Luga 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 Luga.
No, it's Bobo Shand or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, Howie Mandel's in the movie. Wow.
A boy raised by wolves is reunited as an adult.
No,
with
that
his
ain't
mother.
it.
This is Walk Like a Man.
In 87.
That ain't it. What is it? Maybe it's not Walk Like a Man. Maybe
Yeah,
it's,
there's Walk Like a Panther. Walk Like a Dragon.
hang on.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah, there's that too. There's that.
Yeah, this movie only got a 4.5 basically.
Hang on a second.
But yeah, I had a hard time choosing because I like Pocahontas too. Little Mermaid is
Under the sea.
Yeah. Little Mermaid is like I don't think a lot of people think of that one too much. That one's good. Mulan, I get it.
That's Zach's favorite.
Whatever, but and then Beauty and the
Always
Beast.
down to get down to business.
See you, Beauty and the Beast. I don't care about Beauty and the
Get
Beast.
down to business to defeat the Huns.
I always try to figure out if they say Hun
Big Man on
or
Campus. My
Huns.
bad.
Oh.
It's Big Man on Campus, not Walk Like a Man. I had one word on it, right?
Honestly, Tim, I don't know.
Those are pretty different words.
Yeah.
It's on IMDb TV right now.
You said it Hun or
Is it Hun or Huns? To
Like,
defeat the Hun?
because I feel
It's
like
the Huns.
plural of Hun could
Yeah.
be Hun. Like a multiple, you know what I mean?
The Hun. Like
Yeah.
in World War
Attila-
One.
Yeah,
It
Attila
doesn't
the
sound
Hun.
right when you say the Huns.
And then you have
When
the
When
Hun.
you
Then you
listen
have
to
the
the
Hun.
song, it almost sounds like they say it with an S, and I like turn the volume up in my vehicle like
So it's
very
like
high
deer.
to hear and never can.
Hun and Hun is like deer and deer, right? There's
Yeah.
one Hun, there's multiple Hun.
Yeah.
There's one deer, there's 87 deer.
But in the song, it does sound like they have an S on it.
There you go. Watch Big Man on Campus. It's about the Hunchback.
I think I'm gonna watch Walk Like a Man instead, since you said
Kiss
that one
my
first.
ass. Watch Big Man on Campus.
I mean, you did say Walk Like a Man first, so.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
And you said that Episode 1's a really good Star Wars movie, so we'll just leave it at that.
I never said it was really good. I said it was underrated. It's underrated.
It's
Yeah, underrated, okay.
It is not even underrated. It's properly
I like the
rated,
pod
poorly
race.
under excellent.
It's got good pacing.
and Qui-Gon.
Yeah, it's
The
got
best-
Qui-Gon.
Aside from the fight between Qui-Gon and Darth Maul is the fact that Darth Maul is going to run Anakin over without even knowing that he's the chosen one, just because he just wants to run somebody over in the desert.
He's
and
gonna run a
Tatooine.
kid
He's
over.
just going to run a kid over. That's awesome.
Hold on, Emperor. Give me 1 second. Bump up. All right, what do you want me to do? Oh, kill.
He's out there playing
I
Grand
think I
Theft
just
Auto
ran
in
his
the
ass
middle of the
over.
desert on Tatooine.
Have any of you watched, changing subjects, have any of you guys watched Squid Games yet on Netflix?
What is Squid Games?
No, I watched
I saw the
PewDiePie
trailer,
play
though.
Squid Game Roblox.
Oh my gosh.
It looks weird.
Squid Games is a Korean TV show on Netflix where basically people that are in debt and, cash strapped are put in a contest. They don't know what the contest is, but they agreed to it to begin with.
This is all scripted, just so everybody
Yes,
knows.
it's all scripted. It's all, it's
It's
not.
all like fake. It's like a fake reality.
So it
show.
ain't
Yeah.
like the Running Man
It's like a fake reality
Kind of
game.
or
is,
the
yeah.
Hunger Games, where like their life depends
Yes.
on it.
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
It's like a real Hunger Games, but it's like all like scripted.
So the first contest is they think that
Red
nothing.
light, green light, right?
Yeah, red
That's
light,
the
green
first one.
light. And they find out because the guy that runs out there trips and falls. They get shot when they get detected moving.
Oh my god!
So
then like everybody runs away.
Yeah, you lose like half the contestants in like the first 30 seconds. And if they don't get to the end of red light, green light, they get killed automatically. So basically, after the first episode, they all decide they don't want to do it anymore. But then they all decide to go back. I will be honest with you. It was easy to fast forward through some of those episodes and guess what was going to happen. It was very predictable. But basically, they just keep playing different games.
It's like all childhood games too.
Yeah.
The Chargers are wearing yellow pants with their powder blue jerseys.
You find out that the guy number
Fashion
one.
police over here.
Yeah. Spoilers, by the way. You find out number one is actually the head of the games, and there's like a cop that snuck onto the island, like investigating the island.
So is it a real game show or is it a scripted?
It's like a fake. Like
It's
I said,
a
fake. It's like a TV show.
It's like
about
Hunger
a game
Games.
show.
It's like Hunger Games, basically.
So it is like Hunger Games.
But
Running Man.
yeah,
I got you.
it's not like Jersey Shore or the Kardashians.
Oh yeah, the Chargers do look pretty ugly.
But it's really good. The first episode, honestly, was really slow and it was hard for me to get through because I thought it sucked when I first watched it. But then I was like, okay, let me rewatch. Let me keep watching. And after that first little bit of the second episode, I was hooked because it just they just hook you somehow. It's just an interesting show. Of course, it's in Korean, but you can watch like the English dub or subtitles if you want. But they left it open for another series. Like the main guy wins the show or wins the games, wins his money, but he can't. He wants to put a stop to it because he sees at the end of the last episode, he sees the recruiters out recruiting people again. So he wants to put a stop to the games.
Why can't we get more games like those ones where they make those people drink a lot of water and then whoever can hold their pee in the longest wins the game? Because I don't think we have enough of those kind of game shows.
What game show needs to come back?
That
Silent Library.
No, that one where the people have to hold their pee in.
I've never heard of that show.
It's from like Japan, I think.
Are you sure that's not a porn that you were watching?
It sounds like a porno. Sounds like one of those.
It sounds like that you stumbled across.
No, it was this game. It's this game show in like Japan where they make people drink water.
Yeah.
And then they have to hold their pee in.
I've seen the little ads at the bottom too. Yeah.
And
Click 'em, though.
they have to hold their pee in, and whoever holds their pee the longest wins the game.
I'm going to tell you right
And
now.
these people struggle, like they're rolling on the floor having to pee so bad. I could not win the game.
The
'cause I
hot
got a
milfs
baby
in your
bladder.
area are not
I
actually
can
in your
hold my pee
area.
for, like, days.
What?
I mean, maybe not days. It's obviously an exaggeration, but I could easily hold my pee for a long time.
Yep.
But while they make you drink all this water and liquid while you're.
I had to pee so bad on the bus today. I ran into the office.
I do that too. They send me a trip. I go, I'm sorry, I gotta pee. I'm stuck. They can wait. An extra 5-7 minutes it takes me to get in and out and pee. They can wait. They ain't hurting.
So, a weird little change. I'm going to swap back to Chris's favorite subject, Star Trek, real quick.
Okay.
Something I found while just randomly reading stuff is that in the third season, I'm sure, Chris, you know of that dude in the wheelchair. I forget what his name is.
That was Pike, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Admiral
No.
Pike.
Not Pike. Like the other guy that works for Osira.
Oh, that guy. I don't like that episode,
That
but
guy.
yeah.
So he's in a wheelchair because he got I don't know exactly what it is, but MS or something like that. He's actually he was Takuvma or Cole or one of the big badass Klingons in the first season. Then he was somebody else in the second season, and then he got his MS or whatever it is flared up, and they didn't want to do the third season without him, so they fit him in at the very end in the wheelchair, in that character. I thought was pretty cool.
Well, speaking
He's
of
supposed to be in the fourth season too.
Speaking of Star Trek, I did see that Shatner is getting launched into space next week.
Oh my god.
In Bezos' vehicle. He's 90 years old. He's going to be the oldest man to go to space. Like
The oldest man to die in space.
No, he can't. He's supposed to be at Comic-Con that weekend after. So
now we can ask him how space was.
Lower Decks, Chris. Oh my god, every episode is just... Did you watch that?
I forgot about those. I need to watch those.
Excretus or whatever?
No, I'm actually an episode behind, I realized.
Oh my god.
What episode are they on?
Right now, leave the
8 or something?
See, I only watched the first 2. I'm so far behind.
This second season is gold.
Did you ever figure out who the
I texted you. It's Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs, who has played in almost every series of Star Trek.
He plays such a good AI too.
Yeah, he was.
I've learned my lesson. It's okay. I'll be friends now. I will kill all of humanity.
No, you won't, because I'll kill all of humanity.
Oh my god, I was dying.
All the evil computers Star Trek has made. Or Federation.
I am Nomad. I am perfect.
But going back to my topic I was getting to, what I'm gonna try and talk to is this overarching, just the rise of Korean media lately, like. A lot of it's on Netflix. I can't go on Netflix without finding another Korean show. It seems like Squid Games, The Kingdom. The Kingdom is a medieval zombie show on Netflix, and they just released a movie called Kingdom: A Shin of the North, which is basically a prequel to the series. I binge watched all of Kingdom during the shutdown last year or the year before. Amazing show, better. I never thought... I always wanted like a medieval zombie show or something, movie. You know,
it is. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
That's not medieval, that's Victorian.
That's close enough.
No, it's not. Medieval is like sword and spears and bow and arrows, not, pistols still.
I feel like medieval's got to be probably between, I would say, 1100 and 1400, maybe 1300.
You're close, but yeah, you're good on the...
You can't be just satisfied with Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, or maybe Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, or anything.
But that's not medieval.
I know.
They still got guns.
So it's like a Game of Thrones with zombies?
Yeah, basically.
They have that. It's White
Game
Walkers.
of Thrones had zombies.
That's right. It's White
No,
Walkers.
but this is actual zombies.
They're. What are they?
Yeah, I thought
What are the White Walkers?
They have a commander. The White Walkers, or the Walkers, are not the dead.
Army of the Dead.
He's right. Yeah, they are the Army of the Dead.
Zombies.
Holy shit! Me and Tim agree on something.
I better put an end to this. But also,
it's over now.
It's over. We're just gonna agree, you guys.
Is that a meteor coming towards Earth?
I also watched Train to Busan Peninsula, or Train to Busan Presents Peninsula, which is basically a sequel to Train to Busan, which is probably one of the greatest zombie films you can watch in the last, like,
Is
5,
it like
6 years.
Murder on the Orient Express?
Yeah, but with zombies.
Oh, okay. Great train robbery.
But what I want to say is, why is there such a rise, or what do you guys think is the reason there's such a rise in Korean media lately?
K-pop.
Because
K-pop.
Because they got over the virus faster than anybody else in the world, and they were allowed to make more movies and product than everybody else. So that's where we had to get.
I guess
our movie product.
I mean, you're not wrong. We all watched Korean baseball there for a few months because there's nothing else on, so we watched Korean baseball.
I don't know unless it's, if one thing, it's like anything. If one thing hits, they inundate the market with it.
True.
So what hit? Was it Parasite possibly that started it?
Kingdom was before Parasite, but like Mikey said, K-pop got really
well,
big.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's always one thing that starts.
Gangnam Style really brought in Korean media to us.
Can't we have something good like like if like when Nirvana hit, then everybody started wearing flannel, and we had
my favorite pineapple apple pen.
I don't get it.
I have a pen. I have pineapple.
Oh,
Pen. Pineapple pen.
I remember now.
I have a pen.
I don't know. I just
have
think
an apple.
I think, like you said, with K-pop and then maybe, I know Parasite really probably kickstarted a lot of it, especially if these things are coming out lately. Then I think that could explain quite a bit.
Parasite wasn't that good though.
I didn't say it was good. I never saw it. What did it beat? Didn't it beat like something really good? Let's Google that.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, the anime Parasite?
2019 is when it won.
No. Nope.
I can't remember.
I'm looking it up. Hang on. Oh, Parasite beat out Joker, Ford versus Ferrari, The Irishman, Marriage Story, Little Women, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Jojo Rabbit.
How little are these women?
Okay, so
Louisa
1917.
May Alcott Little.
1917 should have won, or Jojo Rabbit, or
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in
So-
Hollywood.
Joker could have easily won.
Yeah.
Ford versus Ferrari, that's a reach, but that was a great movie. Even though it didn't tell the story properly. It told the story improperly, but still was a good movie. Little Women wasn't that bad.
I never saw Little Women.
I watched it because I tried to watch the Oscar-nominated movies.
Oh.
That was the only reason I watched it. The
I don't
Irishman was long as hell. That was that Netflix movie.
That movie sucked.
It did. It was too long.
I tried to watch it, and I watched like 30 minutes of it, and I kind of fell asleep.
It was the what's his name? The guy in Detroit that got buried. What's his name? Jimmy Hoffa.
Hoffa.
But that was that. I listened to Michael Francis, and he said that the book they based it off of is not true.
Doesn't Hoffa say he knows where he's buried?
No,
Or he knows some
Michael
people.
Francis knows people who knows where he's at, and all he said was he ain't coming back, and he's not buried anywhere. It involves a lot of water. That's
Well, yeah,
what
he's
he
got
said.
cement shoes.
That's what he said.
I'm not surprised
He
he has
knows
cement
a
shoes.
lot of stuff, but he cannot say it because then he'll indict himself
Yeah.
easily, and he's already been in jail.
His
He'll go back.
interview with McComas was awesome. When Todd McComas was with the Pat McAfee show, he interviewed him.
Oh, they interview Michael Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great interview. Michael Francis interviews a lot of people, and
Yeah.
he's got one with Chaz Palminteri, and he does a lot of either former mobsters or mob movie people. So, but yeah, I can't see that Parasite was the best movie out of these movies. I can't see it.
Yeah, same. I think it won for different reasons.
Oh, sure. So, Jojo Rabbit was good.
Oh, yeah.
This made Hitler look like an idiot.
Yeah. But it was the kids'
Interpretation.
yeah, of everything
going on. And what's his name was really good in that. Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
I liked his character in it.
I think one of the funniest scenes in that movie, I don't want to say funny, but when like the kid opens the door and all the Nazis start walking, Heil Hitler.
Yeah.
Heil Hitler. I saw a meme of them making fun of something to do with what was it? I can't even I don't even want to say anymore because I can't remember the meme.
Well, that's good. Wait, that's.
Shut up.
I remember there was this meme. It was really funny, but I don't remember what it was. It's okay.
It was so funny, I can't remember it.
I forgive you, Chris. It's all right.
I don't. To the stocks.
Anybody? Tim, you have anything you want to talk about?
No, I said, what do you guys, have you, anyone seen a commercial for that movie Queen Pins? I know it's looks like a woman movie, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look too bad. It has Vince Vaughn in it, so, I mean, I'll watch anything with Vince
Anything with
Vaughn
Vince
in it.
Vaughn. What did we see previews to? We saw
Queen Pins was one of them.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Where was that? Was it?
Yeah.
All I remember was Ghostbusters and Michael Myers
I forgot about that movie.
and James Bond.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters looks
I
fantastic.
cannot wait for that Ghostbusters movie.
I don't know. I'm not too interested in it, but I think I'm also still mad about the last Ghostbusters movie.
That didn't exist.
I know, it never existed.
It never, kind of like Star Trek 5. It never existed.
Is that the one with the whales?
No, that's 4. 4 was good. 5 was the one where they were looking for God.
Oh, at the middle of the
Universe.
galaxy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awful.
Don't say universe. It's not universe. Universe is too big. I noticed that in Discovery. They say universe a lot when they really mean galaxy. They're different things.
There's just certain movies, kind of like Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Oh, can we bring that up? Let me bring that up.
What?
Okay, so since I've noticed this, okay.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Because y'all generation is stupider than hell, you don't
Wow.
know. You don't know.
Attack.
We cannot say Raiders of the Lost Ark anymore as the first Indiana Jones movie. Now it has become Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. I noticed Rambo movies were on yesterday, and I saw Rambo First Blood Part 2, which that's fine, because it was called Rambo First Blood Part 2. But the first movie that came out with John Rambo was called First Blood. Now it is listed as Rambo First Blood. Because we don't know that First Blood is the first Rambo movie. We have to put Rambo in front of it. We don't know that Raiders of the Lost Ark is the first Indiana Jones movie, so we have to put Indiana Jones and the in front of it. Can't we just leave this stuff alone? Why do we have to go back and rename stuff after 30-something years or more?
To spite you.
Pisses me off.
Good.
It's always gonna. It's First
You know what
Blood.
really grinds my gears?
First Blood is the first Rambo movie. First Blood. That's all it is. It's not Rambo First Blood. It's just First Blood.
But how is the new generation supposed to know this when they didn't grow up with this stuff? I would never have known that.
Problem. That is not my.
Yeah, but they need to sell the movies to the new
It's
generation.
called Rambo First Blood Part 2. Oh, so there must be a First Blood Part 1 somewhere. And everybody on God's green earth should know that Raiders of the Lost Ark is the first Indiana Jones movie. We should not have to put Indiana Jones in front of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I never
There's
knew
just
that.
things that there is a given in this world, and those are givens.
Your whole Star Wars one doesn't make sense to me because...
I'm angry because now it's all of a sudden, now we have to call it A New Hope. It's not just Star Wars.
Well, because Star Wars is an overarching genre,
It's just
basically.
called
now.
Star Wars.
Okay, so what are you talking about? Star Wars, the movies, the video games, the books, the comics, the
Star
toys, the
Wars.
games.
You remember in Star Wars when, they blew up the Death Star?
Which one?
Star Wars.
Return of the Jedi or
No,
New Hope?
I didn't
or
say.
the video games,
I
the
didn't
books,
say,
or the comics?
Video games and comics, none of that matters.
But you said Star Wars, so Star Wars is a very overarching
because
subject.
I didn't say, remember in Jedi when they blew up the Death Star? No, I said Star Wars. So,
Star Wars is very vague.
Encompasses a lot.
and besides, the Death Star wasn't even completed yet in Jedi, so you can't even say the Death Star. It was operational, but it wasn't completed. And then you got the whole Clerks argument was, did they get hazard pay as subcontractors to build the Death Star?
I still blow up a car. Doesn't mean because I didn't finish building the car.
You blew up a car?
No, I'm just saying that you say
Irish car bomber, is that what you are?
Finished.
You're part of the Irish Mafia in Boston? Is that what it is? You're blowing cars?
I am.
Blowing up
Watch
cars?
out, boyo.
More like the Portuguese
Boy,
mafia.
I saw the town.
I'm sure my people have a mafia somewhere.
I saw the
Still
town.
farmers,
Where are you at? You in Charlestown?
I'm in New Beige.
I'm sure there's an Irish Mafia there.
We need to call your friend again.
Dana?
Yeah, it got a little too New England in here, though.
Yeah, she can get New England real quick. She's
Well, don't put us together. We'll take over.
Delete.
Oh my god. They're gonna take over. I'll be talking like this. Be a wicked pisser.
I don't think I'm that bad.
No, you're not as bad as Bo. Speaking of Bo, I told him I'd give him a shout out. I forgot about it almost. But he's doing streaming on the Twitch. And I think, what's his Twitch, Tim? It's
The effing Boski.
yeah. He's giving us a shout out. So
Boski. That's B with a B-E-A-U.
and
Ski like
SKI.
you're skiing.
Yeah, he gave us a shout out on his Twitch stream, and he put a little.
We beat Halo 5 earlier.
Yeah, he
Like
put
maybe like an
links
hour
to our
ago.
podcast in his
cool.
stream. So give him a shout out. That was kind of down under.
Oh my
Gotta put
God.
another shrimp on the
I
bobby.
don't know if you want that kind of shout out.
What'd you say, Tim?
I know they say bad publicity is publicity, but jeez.
That might be too bad. They might not be recovering from that one. Shower thoughts, anybody?
No, but I would
Wait,
like to
I
send
have
out.
one.
Hold on.
No, there was.
I'm just fighting a boss. So
Okay.
give me like a minute.
Okay,
And
yeah, I'll give you a minute.
I got one.
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
No, let me go first.
No, I'm not even. I don't have a shower thought.
Mikey's first.
Okay, go
But-
ahead.
I wanted to say T's and P's to this better that I've seen it all weekend. 10-leg parlay has $500 on it. Chargers cover -3 today.
Yeah.
He gets $125,000.
Holy crap.
He had a cash out option for $45,000. He's letting it ride tonight. So T's and P's to this guy. If he hits,
That's
what a
money.
massive
You
win.
ain't kidding.
A 10-leg parlay and
How much did you put down?
$500. So I mean, he probably
Obviously,
doesn't
he can
care.
afford to
Yeah, of
lose
course.
$500.
Yeah, and not cash out.
Right.
I mean, for $45,000, that's still like a huge return.
I would have cashed out.
I would have retired
So-
for a year.
He had the Dallas Cowboys at +7.5, easy cover. Kansas City Chiefs, that ended up easy cover. That's a money line. The Atlanta Falcons 10.5. So that was kind of a good game. New York Jets +10.5. He got pretty lucky there. I mean, the Titans should have blew them out of the
Yeah.
water, but
Yeah.
they never did. And it ruined my parlay. Fuck them. Fuck the Titans.
They did. That's right.
I needed -6. And they lost. Didn't even come close. Didn't even come close. Jonathan Taylor to rush for 80+ yards. Indianapolis Colts to win. Indianapolis Colts won. Jonathan Taylor rushed for 100+ yards. Cardinals to cover 14.5. That was easy. They blew them out of the water, the Rams. Russell Wilson to throw 2+ touchdowns. Seattle to win. Aaron Rodgers to throw 2+ touchdowns. Green Bay to win. And then had Tampa Bay money line last night. They hit. So he's looking for Chargers -3 tonight. So
what does that mean?
they have to win by 3 or more.
Okay.
If
You picked him to win?
no, this guy did.
Oh.
Chargers to win. So if they win by 3, then it's a push, and then he basically reduces it down to like a 9-leg parlay, and not a 10. So he doesn't lose, but he doesn't get the final odds for that. But if he wins by 4 or more, then he gets everything. But if they win by 2 or less, then he loses. So they can still win.
Still win.
And him not win, but so yeah, I would be fucking having a heart
You ain't
attack.
kidding.
I wouldn't be able to watch the game. There's no way. There's no way I'd be able to watch this game if I had that. Even a $50 bet. I mean,
For 125 large,
yeah,
it's a lot of scratch.
that's like once in a lifetime
Yeah.
type hit if he hits this.
Well,
Okay, shower thoughts.
I have one. Do you have one?
Yeah, I have one. You go first.
Okay. How do blind people know when to stop wiping?
Oh God. They'd have to get bidets, right?
They would have to, yes.
But even bidets aren't 100%.
I mean,
They're pretty doggone good, though.
They are pretty good.
Smell it?
I
would
want one.
smell it.
I know. I mean, it's just a question. I mean, it's a good question. I mean, how do you know? I'm
Yeah,
too
you
scared
know.
to ask anybody that I might come across that's blind. But
They could wear gloves, but you can't really. and touch it. And yeah.
Go like this.
I think they would.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, because you can't. There's no bidet in like a public bathroom.
They usually have their dog lick their ass.
Wow. Wow.
That answers the question.
Podcast. Because we're gonna get shut down.
Alright.
Sorry, that just came up and yeah.
Alright.
Next channel, I thought.
Mine won't even compare. Never mind. I don't have one now.
The shower thought more of just like a random fact that I came across. I thought it was pretty funny. I feel like Chris will find it pretty funny too. In World War II, Russians trained dogs to run under German tanks with bombs strapped to their backs. There was just one problem. The dogs were trained to run under the Russian tanks, so when the battles came, they blew up all their own tanks.
Oh no!
So Russians used diesel fuel, and Germans used petrol. So the dogs would smell the diesel because they were trained with diesel fuel and run towards
their own.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's an oversight. That was.
Whoops.
Yeah. So
Sir, we might have a problem.
Hitler was not happy.
Poor dogs. Peter would be so pissed if that was
I mean, PETA's probably killed more animals still than the Russians.
Yeah, let's not worry about all the Jews that were taken during that time. Let's worry about the dogs, because that's what we do now. We worry more about the animals than we do people. I can't believe you were using dogs bomb cover.
It's like right like
bomb
But what
carrying
about all
dogs.
those people? Yeah. The dog stuff.
It's the
Yeah.
dogs, though. Yeah.
It's like in movies. Like I get real emotional if like a
Yeah,
dog
I
dies
could
or
do
something,
shit less if
and but then the
someone dies
human
in
dies. It's like,
a
oh
movie.
fuck
In a
him.
movie, I'm like skipping. I can't even watch Signs.
When the dog
Signs
died
is
in
awful.
uh,
There were,
I Am Legend.
Yeah,
I Am Legend.
and then you got Marley and Me.
Even
and
that episode.
Don't even
of
talk about that
Futurama
movie.
With the dog.
or even like
I can't.
Homeward
Yeah,
Bound.
yeah,
I
Tim.
skip
John
it every
Wick?
time. I can't do it.
John Wick.
John Wick.
Well, that was kind of like.
Kind of puppy snuffing.
But
film
yeah,
you
yeah.
watching there.
And then like Homeward Bound. Like fuck, man.
Old Yeller.
I mean, no one died in Homeward Bound, but still they were
No, but
lost.
Old Yeller.
you know?
God, the kid had to kill it, shoot his own dog. I mean,
Time to take Lassie out back.
you can't do that anymore. It's not PC. You're not supposed to can't shoot your animal. I don't know how many times we had a cat scratched the hell out of my brother once when we were real little. We lived on a farm, and Dad took
I
that
hope
cat
this
for.
isn't going to end with you shooting a cat.
That cat went for a ride and it never came back.
They just drop it off.
Just dropped it off somewhere. Yeah, he took it out for a ride and dropped it off, and it was gone.
I mean, if it was a barn cat, it's
it
fine.
can survive.
It was a
yeah.
barn cat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
all of our
fine.
cats were barn
Yeah,
cats.
it's,
sure.
They
Unless
were,
it got eaten by an owl or something.
I saw a video where somebody like let a mouse free or something. They rehabbed it, right, and they let it free, and this hawk comes down and snags it. No, it was a rabbit or something. I think it was a rabbit.
I think, yeah, it was a squirrel. It was a squirrel.
It was a squirrel. They rehabbed
Yeah.
a squirrel,
yeah.
and as soon as they let it free, this hawk comes down, just snatches it, takes off with it.
It's been waiting. It's been
And the
waiting.
girl's like, "Wait, did that just happen?"
It's just been like, I can't wait to get this motherfucker.
he missed. I missed him last time, but I got him this time.
Now, maybe we should announce it. We are not against hurting of any animals whatsoever.
We are against. Not that we are not against.
We're not against hurting. No, we are not against it. Yeah, we're not against it. We're not against not hurting animals.
we just don't hurt animals.
We don't hurt animals.
Where that's the bottom
There we go.
line.
If
There we go.
I mean, I drive a bus for a living, and I
Because
see a
Stone Cold
squirrel.
said so.
I see a squirrel get in front of me. I'm like, oh, please, no, go back, because I don't really want to hit a
You
squirrel.
know, the first week I had my driver's license, I hit a squirrel.
You murderer.
I've hit a rabbit.
I've never hit one since.
You ever hit an armadillo?
Yeah, my dad did.
Boom.
They do. They jump. I hit one, and it went from front to back, all the way down my car.
I've never hit an animal on the ground like a squirrel or a rabbit.
Are you
but
jumping like the Duke boys? Or
No,
something, or-
I've hit 21 birds.
Yeah,
What?
count.
I've
That's not
counted.
good. You shouldn't be counting.
How would you hit 21 birds?
I have
I would
killed
go
two with
to-
a motorcycle.
I'm gonna go to his room and he has it all etched on his wall. Like, there's another
Like,
one.
cut it into, he has like that tick marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hit another bird today. Can't wait to get home. And
Probably in
pull
the
on
dashboard of his
line
car.
No, but most of them are like doves. They don't move until like the last second.
He's like got a stamp and it's like a bird with a line through it. And he just stamps it on his dashboard.
No, but the scariest one was like hit a bird on my motorcycle. I was like, oh shit.
You ever see somebody get hit with a bird on a roller coaster? Oh,
Yeah.
That's a mess.
Or like the baseballs when they hit a bird every
Oh
now and
man,
then.
Randy Johnson hit that bird. That bird exploded.
Yeah.
God. I've only hit squirrels, chipmunks, rabbits, armadillo. I hit a dog once. I didn't mean to. I was standing out in the middle of the road. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why was the dog out in the middle of the road? Like I was yelling at the dog. Why are you out in the middle of the road? Nothing good happens past midnight. Why aren't you at home?
Like the dog's gonna stop and be like, well, you see.
Well, you see, I was out visiting my girl.
Yeah, that's what he snuck out. You know that.
All right, Tim, take us out this time.
You can. I don't know.
Okay, I will do this part for you, Tim.
What the hell?
You
I
can.
don't know.
You
I'm
can.
pretty under the influence. I don't think I can do this right now.
You can catch us at TuneIn Radio, YouTube, Pandora,
Mom's
not
house.
Pandora,
I mean,
Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Twitter, Facebook,
Tune in.
TuneIn. I already said that. I said Pandora for some reason.
We're not on Pandora.
don't go to Pandora. You won't find us.
If you do, let us know. And if you don't know who your nerds are, that's us.
Oh man, I can't with this. You gotta
Do it better.
You gotta put some feeling into
Do
it.
it
You gotta
better.
Put a little bit of feeling into it.
Do it.
If you don't know whose your nerds are, that's us.
Baby up.
Who's your nerd?
Who's your nerds are?